Before the Duke and Duchess of Sussex dropped their bombshell news on the world, they both flew into the UK with someone noticeably missing: their son, Archie. Now, obviously, Meghan and Harry knew that Meghan would not be staying in the UK, which is the main reason why they left Archie, but I wanted to highlight another possible reason why they left Archie in Canada while they flew to the UK. Did you know that all heirs and children of heirs technically belong to the Queen? Now, we all know that the royal family has many rules and protocols surrounding their members. The royal family has a bit of an odd custody arrangement when it comes to their members having children. And actually, the Queen, or the sovereign, has full legal custody over the grandchildren of the royal family. This rule goes back hundreds of years to King George I. The law is called the Grand Opinion for the Prerogative Concerning the Royal Family and was introduced by King George I in 1717. The law has just never been changed. And this law in particular was enacted because allegedly George I had a very poor relationship with his son, George II, and he wanted to make sure that he had control over the future heirs to the throne. As you can see, family drama is not new to the royals. Issues over the law became relevant in 1994 when Princess Diana and Prince Charles divorced. Diana actually wanted to take Harry and William to live with her in Australia, but could not do so, mainly due to regulations laid out in that particular custody law. So even though this law is quite old, we can see modern applications of it. And the Queen does have the last word on the education, travel, etc. of her grandchildren. This still continues on today. Now, the question is whether or not this rule is really enforced, and if that played any part in Harry and Meghan's decision to leave Archie in Canada. I personally think that it would have been unlikely that the Queen would have forced Archie to stay in the UK, but it certainly could have happened, and she certainly would have been in her rights to do so based on this particular law. So I do think that Harry and Meghan took this precaution of not having Archie in the country when they made their announcement. I do think that it was a pretty calculated move on their part. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Queen Elizabeth would have used Archie and held him in the UK? I will see you in my next video.